CTV News. This is Canada AM with Beverly Thompson and Marcy Ian.
Up next on Canada AM, a taste of Scotland.
Well, if you're thinking about an overseas trip in 2013, Scotland is calling. The country's Tourism Commission has dubbed this the Year of Natural Scotland. And part of the celebration includes the country's unparalleled produce, fish, and game. Joining us this morning, all the way from the Isle of Skye's world-famous Three Chimneys restaurant, is Chef Michael Smith. How are you?
Good morning. I'm good, thank you. Thank you for having me.
All right. Now, listen, so Natural Scotland is kind of the theme here, but that's one of the things that you like to do, cook naturally. So what kind of natural things, produced in Scotland, do you incorporate into your recipes?
Well, I tell you, where my restaurant is, we are right in the middle of nature. We're in the wilderness on the Isle of Skye. So we're surrounded by everything, all the lovely seafood that's in the sea, because Scotland has the best seafood in the world, of course, everybody knows this. But today we're also using a bit of venison,
right,
which is roaming up in the high hills up there.
Yeah.
I don't know if you guys eat venison that much in Canada, but...
Oh, we're up for pretty much everything. So what do you make? So, okay, so we've got the venison going here. So what have we got here?
So what we're going to do is, we've got venison loin, but you can use any protein if you want. You can easily do it with beef or chicken. We're just going to do a straightforward classic breadcrumbing of that.
Okay.
But the twist is that we have oatmeal in the breadcrumb, because that's a very Scottish ingredient.
Oh, oatmeal.
And you guys love oatmeal over here. I've noticed that in Canada. You guys love oatmeal.
We love oatmeal, right.
So we just got that frying in there. So literally that's just a bit of oatmeal flour,
yep,
which is great, egg wash, and a bit of breadcrumb with the oatmeal in it and frying it. So that's the venison.
Okay.
And then we have some lovely greens, healthy kale, because that has the hardy nature to grow in the rough highlands of Scotland.
Okay.
And it makes it taste even better.
Right, okay, all right. So what are we doing with the kale?
So what we're going to do in here is, we've got a pot in here, we've got some shredded carrot, a little bit of shallot, and a little bit of juniper, because juniper grows in the mountains where the deer graze. It's all about nature, it's all about bringing it round towards
Well, you sure know how to paint a food picture, I'll tell you that.
That's good.
I've got this whole picture painted in my mind there, so...
It's evocative, that's what it's all about.
Yes,
You want to be there, you want to eat it.
Absolutely.
When you come to Scotland, that's what you're tasting.
Okay.
So, all we need to do is take a little bit of this kale. You guys eat kale over here.
Oh, I think daily, pretty much, for me, anyway.
It's good stuff, yeah?
It's terrific. And
this is a great way for children to be introduced to game as well, because it's got that little crunchy texture on there.
Yeah, look how you...
So that's simple.
Well, and look how you've done that. I mean, that looks absolutely unbelievable.
Easy peasy.
Look at that. That is easy peasy.
That's not for breakfast, although it'd be good for breakfast,
yes,
but it's great for supper.
It's great for supper, no kidding. And you know what, so with that, and we'll have these recipes on our website, but to make up the kale, I mean, this is the ingredients used, right? Just a little...
Pretty much, yeah. Although the eggs weren't. The eggs were for the egg wash.
Yes. Well, they're a little bit of Scottish.
But the juniper is the important part. It's wonderful with the game.
Gim?
The game.
Oh, the game, okay. I'm sorry.
We're playing a game.
My dialect got caught up in the whole thing. So listen, tell me about, I mean, where you are in the Isle of Skye, absolutely gorgeous, but what are some of your favorite things about Scotland? I mean, I think we've got some video here for people who haven't been there. What are the greatest things? Why should I go to Scotland?
Because what you have is it's quite a small country, but you can have a diverse trip when you go there. You can have the wonderful city life with great restaurants there, but literally in the space of 1 or 2 minutes, you're out in the wilderness.
Like this fella here.
I don't know who that guy is. Is that the other Canadian Michael Smith? I'm not sure.
I don't know.
They look kind of similar.
So where is that taken?
That was taken literally in front of the restaurant. Literally.
Look at that.
So that's what you've got. Within a very short space of time, you can fly straight into Glasgow or Edinburgh direct, and then within 2 or 3 hours, you are in the wilderness, you are in nature. You can go foraging for wild food if you want, like I was doing there.
Foraging for wild food.
Of course.
So listen, so we've got this, we've got the game and everything. What are some of the other traditional dishes of Scotland? What should people try when they go to Scotland that perhaps we can't get here?
Anytime anyone asks me that, I always say shellfish, the seafood.
Yeah.
You have the best lobster, you have the best scallops, you have the best crab. You know, the list is endless. You will have a real taste of Scotland if you have shellfish. But also the game is very unique. I mean, that surprises me. You guys live in Canada, you don't eat venison as much.
Right.
So you're going to start doing that now, yeah?
So what makes it unique?
Just because Scotland is a unique country. The weather, the mountains, everything, it's all about provenance. It's all about where your food's from.
No, true
and the
enough.
most important thing is these days, people want to know where their food's from. You travel to Scotland, you eat in Scotland, you know it's not been imported into the country. Yeah, it's from that country.
It's from Scotland. Well, listen, Michael, nice to see you. And I know
Absolute pleasure.
You just came in yesterday, so you look wide awake. Because I'm trying to think of what time it is in Scotland right now. Oh, it's noon hour. It's just afternoon.
It's whiskey time.
It's whiskey time. We didn't have any samples of that. Oh, we did have some samples over there.
We might have a little bit of whiskey for you.
Well, now we're out of time. All right. For today's recipe and a link to visit Scotland, head over to our website, CanadaAM.ctvnews.ca. We'll be back.